Next we have Darcy Katie.
Good evening, council members and Mayor Dr. Ali. So eventually you'll see before you some red folders, and they're containing pertinent documents supporting why the local community in Peoria is advocating for the council to pass a ceasefire resolution. And also thank you for passing those out. I'm sorry I turned them in late. Recently, Peoria for Palestine hosted a successful public education event with Dr. John Kaler, co-founder of Med Global, Dr. Thayer Ahmad, and critical care float nurse Hamza Abdul Qadir, all of whom have worked in Gaza in 4-week intervals since January of 2024. This event was last Friday at ICC's East Peoria campus. Having the opportunity to speak to many of the 140 individuals in attendance to learn more about their personal stories and what inspired them to attend the event, I learned that there was a multi-faith community present, and I'll admit this shocked even me. There were Christians, Muslim, Jews, agnostic Christians, and spiritualists, and also those of no faith, and this struck me deeply. I'm used to our group being diverse, but seeing that reflected in the community interested really spoke volumes to me. The same pattern would be repeated later at this past Sunday's protest, a beautifully unique and diverse group of individuals coming together out of the greatest care and concern for Palestinian people as they continue to suffer through genocide at the hands of the IOF. This is because the local community supports a ceasefire resolution, as it is the single greatest insurance the Palestinian people have to surviving. If things continue at the current rate of progression, Palestinians in Palestine will cease to exist. They will be exterminated from their native indigenous homeland. That experience is something that no person or people should ever have to face. The single most productive hostage exchange and temporary ceasefire took place when both the IOF, under the direction of Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Hamas leaders agreed to a ceasefire. Hamas wanted to continue talks and work towards political solutions with the Israeli government. Prime Minister Netanyahu refused and has continued to refuse every single ceasefire resolution put forth since. I ask you, who sounds more unreasonable in the scenario I just described? There's a reason why, as of June 2024, the state of Palestine is recognized as a sovereign state by 145 of 193 member states of the United Nations, or just over 75% of all UN members. I ask the Council to please consider that the International Court of Justice has issued its ruling, and the conclusion is loud and clear. Israel's occupation and annexation of Palestinian territories are unlawful, and its discriminatory laws and policies against Palestinians violate the prohibition on racial segregation and apartheid. This council cannot preside over international issues, and I am not asking you to, but I am asking you to support and honor the fact that your community does not want to funnel $1,746,412 of Peoria, Illinois taxpayer income to funding a genocide. And that is why we are here consistently advocating for it to stop and supporting a reasonable ceasefire resolution. People dying on our dollar is something we, the community, and you hopefully as the council, do not want. We ask that you exercise your right to change this, and we believe that you should. Please don't let directly supporting and funding a genocide be your personal or political legacy. Ceasefire now, and thank you.